Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little, our shoulders almost touching. Our hearts go Doki Doki Literature Club. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open, and I put my arm over her shoulder, and she goes, ah! Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! Alright, that's me. Ugh! I do the same with my right arm. I'm gonna do that from now on. I do the same with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides under the thumb after it flips over to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. I push her away, start reading it on myself, tell her to leave. This is if I can feel warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. You see, I'm staring at your boobs. Boobs, not face. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. This is like too ham-fisted, good lord. We continue reading. Yuri no longer... That's anime, though. What am I saying? Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own violation. And I don't even read it anymore. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go to the page, letting it flutter over the sides. She catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but... take your shirt off. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but I can see into your shirt, blouse, and that's a nice bra, but they're kind of reminiscent of something of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Kilplix, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean to like that a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't... Oh, that's me. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious, that sort of thing. ... I guess I more meant that it's kind of kawaii. Ah! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh. This is so, like... it's not gently nudging into the direction, it's just like, punching you into the frickin' situation. Just right in your face. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. Might not have enough time, but if we wait too long. Ah! Yuri excels, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry, I haven't been looking for you to this. Ah! It's not. Good lord with the ahs. It's fine. Yuri raises her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Itayo! Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Doki Doki Doki. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I quickly sit back down. I have to sit down for a long time before I can stand back up again, and then I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting where I sit. I like how Monica's like this proper lady, and I give her the stupidest voice. Natsuki and Yuri luckily comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri, only one for me. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What's that? What was that? Huh? Did I say it out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's so no. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath, clears her throat. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Imagery, not imaginary. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Oh, well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but if it comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things, I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, so... Biased? How? Yo! Asura 706 is subscribed tier 1. Thank you very much. Can we welcome Asura 706 by spamming a kill plicking mode. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. Thank you again. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. I don't know how to read, so, yeah. Well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty... That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. This music's so loud and like it's distracting me. I'm gonna need to turn the music down. In fact, I can do it right now. Hello, 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 hello. The sound's all right, right? That music needed to be turned down. Good lord. Asura, congratulations on the promotion. Are you into ghosts, Jerry? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kilplix. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost. Lingering in the past, remaining in place of comfort and able to let go of the past. Her voice is so exhausting. I might have to change it again. Like I have to like strain my vocal cords to speak this voice. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah! You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kilplix. Ah! Oh! Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, this is alright. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to strain my vocal cords even more. That's a good poem, Kilplix. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Guess you're right. But that's why you impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It sure just reminds me of how you were really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's just like I said before, Kilplix. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that you're only good at. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, my real motive is just to get into the pants of Yuri, so you know, dude. I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you for that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep before my eyes. Are you asking me to come and play? Are you trusting me to wish me a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to do an answer. Oh, that's me. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last one. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Next week. Oh gosh, I can talk normally. Kilplix, if you're... Yeah, this is so normal. Kilplix, if you're not going to take this clip seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer? Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful. Oh, painful to think about. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you better just try. You're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race? Slip of the tongue? Jeez, all frick-offs. Horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Hey, the music's different right there, I just realized. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in school, high school thinks I'm writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Oh, that's me. Isn't the point of poems to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it's hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care about everyone, but if Yanaski's feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Oh, I can press spacebar. I don't have to click my stupid mouse. Oh, just click that frickin'. Hi, Kilplix. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Wait, how's her voice? Redneck-ish, I guess. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid of bringing things up. I'm much better. I'm just going with the flow. I'm more settled in. Before I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Quit biting me! Don't worry, Kilplix. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we're all learning to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica in my poem. Great job, Kilplix. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm doing the stupid airhead girl voice. What does a redhead talk like? My brain died. It's really metaphorical. How do they pronounce it? Metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when our readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write. Oh lord, but allowing people to get something out of it just feels. both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze. Quit the mashing the spacebar on accident. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming he already has at this point. I never really asked that. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry, I'm so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Whoa! So don't force yourself to ride the way everyone else wants you to ride. Stop legging me! Lord almighty!